What's up, Bug? My mic's on. Oh, yeah. Make sure the old microphone was on. What's up, feller? Mikhail Robertson. 8-1. I actually have an idea. I'll wait till everybody gets here, but I had a cool idea I'm going to try to do. If it's not, if my sister don't think it's like super weird or something. Oh shit, I didn't mean to do that. I shared it from the wrong account. God damn it. I'm about to delete it here in a minute. Hello, hello. Sometimes I share the stream on Facebook with my like stream account instead of my personal account. And it just posted on the page twice in a row. It's stupid. Also, I found out we lost a long-term supporter because of my stance on Tim Ballard. They think that I'm attacking him over the movie The Sound of Freedom. What they got wrong is I've actually been attacking him for several years, but just because he's a piece of shit. The Sound of Freedom is just a byproduct of that, so... Caddy whoop ass. What's up?
What you think about when you're born into a fire? Let them burn it out. Sell them to the richest buyer. They wanna let the world decay.
What's up, everybody? What's up? What's up?
They tell us lies and fade away.
Yeah, they got mad and left because I called out The Sound of Freedom. And they're like, the movie almost made me cry. How could he do that? Well, it's mostly based on a lie. They've been on a press tour for months, tying it to QAnon. They claimed that everything in it was a true story with true events, even though their own production company came back and said, nah, it's not.
Beat the odds, beat the big house. Brains are bigger than
Fucking Tim Ballet went as far as to say, what you're seeing in this movie is 100% true. It really happened.
this is bigger than ourselves. We won't
I won today. I won $50 on a scratcher. Look at that.
feel betrayed.
I didn't even buy. Listen how weird my luck was. This guy in front of me in line, I went to buy 2 bottles of water. I've been drinking a lot of Propel. I'll tell the story in a minute. Wait till this is over. Hold on.
Anyway, to play
There's just a minute here.
this face the world's mistakes. Wake up to the back of the pack. Kill it anyway.
Like, I mean, just, you could say that, like, Tim Ballard's movie brought more attention to trafficking, which you may think is a good thing, even if it was all a lie. But honestly, the way his organization works, it probably hurt the trafficking, like, anti-trafficking movement. Because his group is bad, and it put his group's name in more people, in more people's minds, and they're going to get donations. They could have went to a better group.
And we feel betrayed.
Oh, no. What the world does is just set me up for larger falls to the bottom. The curse can never be lifted. I think I got to carry an old lady to the top of a mountain or something. I can't remember what the gypsy said. Let her drink from a fountain at the top of a mountain. I don't know. Exactly, and that's what they can't get. Y'all are nuts. This person was pretty. I mean, like, it was fine that we didn't see eye to eye. They were kind of much more Q adjacent than I am. It was fine that we didn't see eye to eye, but it was just. Like, now they've disowned me because I talked about the sound of freedom. Let's roll the intro. We'll talk about it more.
Hey Daddies, it's me, the Linda Binda from TikTok. I wanted to make this video because I wanted to thank you for watching Cold Beer Confessionals with Will Burr.
What's up, Yoder?
I think that's just incredible. I've watched a few episodes and I'm just like very intrigued. But you know what I'm most intrigued in is Big Daddy's meat stick. I heard that it's very thick, like a good old German sausage. You know, Linda and her coochie loves that. Oh, never mind. Let's not go there. Anyways, I hope you have a good show and enjoy it as you can. There's a lot of weird things that go on, especially when it comes from the realm of Linda Bindaland. So, enjoy the show. Thanks for watching. Peace out.
Welcome everybody. That is Linda Binda. Find her on TikTok, Cameo, YouTube, all her channels. That was a cameo someone purchased for me. Thank you very much. That's our intro currently. What I was talking about pre-show, someone that has followed me for a while, I would say, and it's been a supporter and a donator or whatever. I just found out today that they apparently got mad and left and that no longer associate with me at all over Tim Ballard and the Sound of Freedom. Like, their excuse basically was that, like, they're anti-child trafficking, which is a lie, because if they were, they would want Tim Ballard's group exposed because of what they're doing. You know, they're doing this to line his pockets, not to rescue more kids. A lot of their stuff has been exposed as fake lies, claiming the rescue of children that they had nothing to do with. This person was probably more right wing than like we would I wouldn't even say butt heads, but they would post stuff in my chat occasionally. I'd be like, no, that's not true. Here's the actual link, and they'd do whatever. Since then, they became super friends with Eric, that guy that I had an issue with like 2 years ago because he wanted to bet me over some homosexual act. But anyways, they're mad about the Sound of Freedom, but they're trying to play it as if they support. Because it's about trafficking and child trafficking. I am against child trafficking. I don't think you'll find a person that's like, I'm for child trafficking. The problem is, if we send it to this one group that's doing good work and 80-90% of the donations or government funds or whatever money they get go to actually rescuing and helping children, or let's say we send it to this other group that has a movie and a catchy title and an actor and all this stuff, and they use 30% of the money to rescue children. Are you really for stopping child trafficking? It seems more like you want a hero, a rich and famous hero, than you actually want action to be taken. I never once said, oh, fuck Tim Ballard, we should traffic children. I never once said, like, oh, those children deserve to fucking stay exactly where they're at. Like, Tim Ballard can be a piece of shit and the rest of it can stand. Like, they're doing this as a hot piece, right? He put this on his whiteboard as one of his sizzle reels that would help him get more money and make more Mormons. That was his two goals. He wanted to make money and make Mormons, people to join the Church of Latter-day Saints. It wasn't rescue a billion kids. It wasn't end child trafficking. It wasn't, you know, make sure 90% of donations always go to to rescuing children. It was make money and make Mormons. So there are other groups that don't have some guy claiming to be fucking G.I. Joe, that they aren't running an orphanage where they basically sell kids to other Mormons. They aren't taking credit for other rescues for fundraising tours. They aren't trying to get Jim Caviezel to say adrenochrome. They aren't trying to link it to this bloodthirsty fake deep state. And they're doing good work. And that's who I would support if I were you, I guess. I don't know. It's just weird that, I don't know, whatever. And you don't even have to agree with me on that. You could still like Tim Ballard. I wish you'd look at the evidence and see that he's basically a piece of shit. But you don't even have to agree with me on that. But to go somewhere else and make a statement like, I'll never follow Will again. He's talking about Tim Ballard and the Sound of Freedom. Okay. If you say so. I'll always appreciate people that are like, you're right on this guy, this guy, this guy, this guy, this guy, this story, this statement, this news article, this document, but you're wrong on this. And that's why I'm out of here. Bye. Love you. Anyways, fucking, it was just weird. I don't know. It may have happened a while back. I just saw the screenshots today. It was weird. And it tied back to like that Eric guy saying, oh, people think he's telling the truth. He's not. Which was even stranger. The title of the video is sorry. I've been super busy this week. It's been crazy. So I haven't been around as much as I should.
0815 just resubscribed for
What's up,
6
TMC?
months.
Thank you for joining us, TMC. Thanks for hanging out with me. Yeah, it was just, I don't know, it was a weird statement. So it says like, Will Byrd is going off about The Sound of Freedom, a movie. What's next? Epstein's Island wasn't true. Well, no, I think that's well documented. Okay. And it says, he's saying it ain't real, question mark. And they said, I check in and Sound of Freedom is now a grift in his expert opinion. Oh. Okay. Yeah, he doesn't speak the truth like everyone thinks. That movie almost made me cry. Not everything spiritual's about money. Then it says, what else is going on? He went too far in my opinion. He read mainstream media. What the fuck is wrong with y'all? He read mainstream media and believes it. Actually, I started down this road because of a guy named Lynn Packard, who is like as small an investigative journalist as you could possibly be, but okay. Oh, shit. Nope. Many will continue because they believe he knows everything. After 3 years, I'm done. Well, then you tell me, why did Tim Ballard have the whiteboard meeting? Why did he literally say that his goal was specifically making money and making Mormons? And there's a picture of the whiteboard. You can read it in his own handwriting. He's standing in front of it, pointing at it while he's out there with his church elders. Why did he set up all these for-profit industries below his nonprofit that all of his family runs that he kicks money to? Why is he running around screaming adrenochrome? Everything in the movie's true and it's not. His own production company had to come out and put it in the frequently asked questions just to try to combat Tim Ballard lying. Why is he trying to tie it to the QAnon movement, which you clearly don't believe in the 3 years you followed me? Why are all those things happening? If that's what I'm saying is not true, and this is the reason why is all this stuff different? Okay. And then so someone posted my video in a group and the person who left deleted it. It said, anyone interested in Tim Ballard, CBC is covering his background. And they just shared my link to Twitch. And this same person deleted the fucking post. The fuck is wrong with y'all? Fucking idiots. Maybe it's time that you figured out Maybe it's time that you figured out how to answer these questions. Like, you don't have to believe my answer, but if you're going to call me, if you're going to say that I'm wrong, that I'm not truthful, that I'm not right, that I got my sources from mainstream media, you've got to show your sources. What do you have? Can you dispute anything that I've said? Can you prove that it's not true? Can you interpret his whiteboard meeting some other way? Can you interpret his business structure some other way? Can you literally interpret make money, make Mormons some other way as the top priorities on his whiteboard? Can we interpret that some other way? Weird. Either way, thank you guys for joining us. I'm Will Bird. This is Cold Brick Confession. If you want to support the show, if you want to help to contribute to the show, you're more than welcome to do so. I had a little bit of good luck today. I was at the store, but I've been drinking a lot of Propel. Like, I don't mind drinking plain water, but this is better. Obviously, it's flavored. And I was in the store today, and there was two people in line in front of me. And the guy that was in line in front of me was an old guy, and he bought 3 lottery tickets. And he turned around and tried to hand one to the guy behind him, which he wasn't with. But the guy was like Spanish or whatever. And he just kept saying, no. Like, I don't think he spoke English. He just kept saying, no. So then he gave him one to me and one to the guy behind me. And I just said, thanks, stuck it in my pocket. And he's like, I was a big winner. And he left. And I went out to the car and scratched it. And it actually was a 50 times winner. So, like, you got, like, your numbers you got to match and then the amounts below them. Well, I scratched and didn't match any numbers, but I got one that said 50X. And I was thinking, God damn, please be like $1,000, like 50 times $1,000. But it was 50 times $1. But that's still $50, you know? I can't knock $50. I won $50 on a scratcher. I actually looked for the guy in the parking lot. I was going to cash it in and, like, I don't know, split it with him or something. I didn't even pay for it. But he was gone. I don't know where the hell he went. Kind of weird. That's a good question, Austin. Either way, I do apologize that I haven't been around. I've been trying to help out the campground that me and Mariah stay at. Their maintenance guy just quit, and I kind of feel bad because the woman who's running it was her brother's, and he died, and she got kind of behind and trusted some people she probably shouldn't have, and they tried to fuck her over. So I've been trying to help her, like, get back on the straight and narrow there. The problem is the guy that did maintenance before, I guess before, like, I started doing maintenance, he started, like, a bunch of projects and then just basically did, like, the first steps and never did anything else. Then he was kind of lying, I think, about how much he did and what he had going on. It was, I don't know. It was all very, 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 very strange. And now there's, like, all these projects they're behind on I've been trying to help out with. Plus, it's been a super busy week because my niece is in the Little League World Series, if you guys don't know. What I was talking about earlier is they're playing the championship game. So here's what happened. I'll tell you about it. So they've been winning. They won the first 2 games, which means they got a bye until today. So they didn't have to play Wednesday. Now there's a winner's bracket and there's a loser bracket. This is called modified double elimination. Okay. So typically you have to lose twice to be eliminated. But this is modified. So what actually happens is most of the time you have to lose twice to be eliminated, except for the championship game. The championship game is just whoever wins it wins it. You don't have to lose twice. So they got to bye till this morning, or I'm sorry, today. They played at 1 o'clock today, and 1 o'clock today they got their fucking brains beat in. They played North Carolina, and North Carolina whipped the shit out of them. And I don't think they didn't play really good ball. So what happened was in the first inning they went down by 5. So the very first inning it was 5-0. And they kind of got demoralized. So they started making a lot of errors. They couldn't get the bats going. They got, after the first inning, they basically never really had a good rally or, a really good play that hopped them up or anything. It was in their heads. So they, what happened was they ended up losing like 13-1 or something. So that was their first loss. So they went to the losers bracket, which sucks today because they had to play a doubleheader. So, like, since they lost today, they had to play again another team in the losers bracket, Florida. but they came back to beat Florida. I actually have a small clip of it, or we can watch a small clip of it. Hold on. I haven't re-recorded it yet. I wasn't here to record the second game. I was actually helping Mo at the campground, so I wasn't around. But I came in here. I was listening to it on my phone, and I came in here right at the end of it. So let me see if I can find it. Yeah, there's Florida and Tennessee right there. You guys want to see the last inning? That's when they basically won it. It starts off with my niece, but she didn't actually do a whole lot. So it starts off with my niece batting, but she just I think she hits a ground ball and gets thrown out. Maybe. Yeah. Oh, it's actually a quick flip. Like I thought she was gonna get on base. It didn't look like the pitcher was going to have time to throw the ball to first to get her out, but it was actually, she flipped it with her glove. There she is right there. So you guys want to watch this and check it out? So what happens is tomorrow at 11, they play the championship. Now, if this was a regular double elimination tournament, the team from the losers bracket, if the other team's undefeated, you would have to beat them twice. What's up? Cat Die 566. What's up? Yoder and Julianne, thanks for joining us on Rumble. What would happen is they would actually have to beat them twice. But because it's modified, the championship game doesn't matter. It's whoever wins is whoever wins. They do not have to beat them twice like a typical tournament. Instead, they're just going to have to beat them tomorrow. Now, it's the same team they lost so bad to earlier today. But hopefully they play better ball, and North Carolina maybe plays a little bit worse ball, and we can get the win. We'll see. Here we go with this. Let me switch the screens around. By the way, if you want to contribute to the show, you're more than welcome. You can do that at coldbeer.fund. I told everybody the other night that we had a bunch of unexpected expenses pop up, and we actually did. And we had to pay out some money or whatever, and people have been donating to help with that. You don't have to. I shared too much of my life. Then I felt bad because people did donate, and I thought, man, I wonder if they think like I'm going to fucking starve to death if they don't. It's not like that. We just had a bunch of unexpected expenses pop up, and we appreciate the support. Anyways, here we go. Softball.
How good Tennessee is, especially with the top of the lineup coming up.
So this is my niece coming up in just a second.
Church, a chance to get her team.
Yeah, this is her.
Tomorrow.
So she's batting right now.
She's going to be their best bet.
And she hits this ground ball, and it's kind of bobbled by the pitcher. Now, if you see where she's at, if she would have taken, she bobbles it one more time. If she'd have taken that ball, put it in her left hand, and then threw it to the first baseman, I think Lucy would have been safe. But she actually makes a really good play right here. She flips it out of her glove.
Off of Church's glove, picks it
there you
up,
go.
flips it with the glove.
And she's out.
And records the out.
Which kind of sucks. I mean, that's my niece. But she's had quite a few good games. I mean, she had that one game with a home run and a triple. Like, she's had a good game.
Didn't think she had any shot when she picked it up with the glove, but I suppose if you flip it with the glove, you buy your time.
I figured she was going to barehand it, but she flipped it with the glove.
Just so I could see this point.
Now, they end up, she probably should have barehanded it, but she does flip it with the glove and it ends up working. But that's a kind of a dangerous move that young. They end up challenging this call, but the ruling on the field stands. And then our pitcher comes up, which is our number 2 batter. It was a nice glove flip. You're right.
2 outs all day long. The problem is they haven't scored more than 5 runs in a game.
If it wouldn't have worked, the coach would have been raising hell. You know what I'm saying? But it did work this time. But then Lacey Gobble comes up. She's 0 for 1 with 1 walk. And she hasn't been hitting like crazy or nothing, but she does this. So it's 1 out, and we're down by 1. The reason the stakes are so high is because today we played a doubleheader. So what that means is like you play 2 games back-to-back. In Little League softball, you're only allowed to pitch a maximum of 12 innings, but in a day, if you pitch more than 6, you have to take 1 day off. Now, the championship game's tomorrow. So what's going on here is like both teams have 2 pitchers, a starter pitcher and a backup pitcher, a closer. Both teams at this point, both teams' pitchers have both played 6 innings. Actually, one of North Carolina's pitchers has played 7 innings. So if they win, they're not going to get to play in the championship. our pitchers have both played 6 innings. So if we go to extra innings, whatever pitcher, and we happen to win, so like let's say we tie the game and go into 7 innings instead of 6. If we tie the game, we're going to have to pitch somebody, and that pitcher is not going to be able to play in the championship. So the coaches are strategically trying to plan, like, who should pitch, who should do this, and we're going to lose the pitchers. North Carolina ends up knocking out both of their pitchers because one pitch in an inning counts as playing that inning. So let's say we go into 7 innings, and both your pitchers already had 6, and you put one pitcher in, that's their 7, and they start. And let's say they pitch to like 2 or 3 batters, then they get tired out, or like you want to get them out because there's a big hitter or something happens, and you switch them. Then both your good pitchers are disqualified from playing tomorrow because they have to have a 1-day rest. So in everybody's head, North Carolina's pitcher that's pitching right now already, if North Carolina would have won, couldn't play tomorrow. But you also don't want to lose the game because you're saving a pitcher. You know what I'm saying? So it's not like a tightrope walk. Like, you want to save a pitcher if you get to the championship, but you don't want to save a pitcher and lose this game and never get to the championship because North Carolina ends up putting in both their pitchers. They end up changing them, so neither one of those would be qualified to play tomorrow. And both of ours are. Extra innings would have screwed everybody, though. There's no chance.
5-0 winners Tuesday against Virginia. Lost earlier today.
So this is our pitcher batting.
5 innings.
And boom.
500 just resubscribed for 13 months.
Thank
Hey
you, Dazzle.
everyone, heart.
A little over a year. I appreciate that. Thank you very much. So she drives one to, right center.
Gobble puts this one
Boom.
right center
All the way to
field.
the fence. A big hit.
Business.
So she gets a triple.
Second, she's going to go to third. The tying run will be 60 feet away.
So that's the tying run right there to put us in extra innings if we get it, right? If we don't get it, we lose, and we're out.
My, how things can change.
Lacey
That's a heck of a
does
hit.
it in the circle, and she does it at the plate.
By the way, my sister, I told her, they had that woman speaking right there, the announcer, the female announcer speaking, is like, I'm sure she's some type of professional softball player. So, like, you could hear my sister often in this footage. And at one point, my sister's like, when Lacey's batting, she pops one up, and she says, hey, you got to hit the center of the ball. You can hear on the footage, on the TV. You got to hit the center of the ball. You don't want to hit the bottom half and keep popping it up because our girls on the last game were popping them up, and just getting out, right? So my sister says that, and the female announcer hears her and says, oh, you got to love the parents trying to coach from the stands. Not knowing my sister's been like a softball coach for like 13 years, has state championships, played softball, and is one of the coaches on the team. She basically calls her out as like a damn obsessive parent. I thought it was funny. You gotta love those parents trying to coach from the stands. Of course they need to hit the ball in the center, but it's not that easy to do.
In the bottom of the 6th inning with just 2 outs to work with.
She made my sister a softball Karen.
Back in a stand-up triple. This ball was smoked into the gap, and not one time did she hesitate, picks up her coach and head down all the way into third.
So that's the tying run on third. And then we get Abigail Peterson comes in.
Who's been one of the more challenging.
And she typically hits. She might not have great hits or whatever, but she typically hits the ball.
Players to retire this week.
From what I've seen in this tournament.
The plate.
That was my sister talking right there. Did you hear that? She said, tying run is 60 feet away, girls. Same thing the announcer said. But she hits this one right in the gap.
Players to retire this week is now at the plate.
Yeah, she was doing too much, I think, PR.
60 feet away, girls.
And that'll tie the game.
Ooh.
That gets through, and it gets by the center field.
So she hits a triple.
Gets by Gordon.
So now the game is tied.
Peterson.
Now the game is tied. They swap places. Now the game is tied. Back-to-back triples on this pitcher. Game is tied with the winning run because we're at the bottom of the inning. The Florida doesn't get a chance to bat again. All we got to do is score one more run in this ball game.
And heading to third. Now the winning run is 60 feet away.
I see you, Rudy. It was a big hit. It was a big hit.
What a time for
Nurse Julie.
Peterson's
What's up?
first RBI of the tournament.
Boom.
She gets a pitch on the outer half, and she knows she needs to hit something to the right side of the
That
field.
girl, the center fielder forgot fundamentals. You get in front of the ball, right? Block it up.
To get that run across, and not only does she do that, she trades places with Lacey Gobble.
So they end up changing pitchers here,
Two base air.
which means they're like, oh shit, we're tied up. We're going to lose our pitchers if we win, we're going to lose our pitchers anyways because we're at least going to extra innings or losing. So they go ahead and bring in their better pitcher that they were trying to save in case they won. They bring her in. She warms up. The next batter, this one here, they actually intentionally walk her. Now in ball now, you don't have to throw the pitches, right? I think even Major League went to this. You don't have to throw the pitches to walk some. There's still just one out. You don't have to throw the pitches to walk someone. You just tell the umpire we're intentionally walking them. Sometimes they'll have a signal and they just walk the person. So she warms up. That's what we're skipping through. It's her warming up. And then here we go. I think this is an intentional walk here.
You got huge problems today, and you got huge problems right now. You got the winning run 60 feet away.
It's just, it just saves their arm. There's no sense in, having the catcher stand up and 5 foot out of the box and playing catch 4 times.
She has gotten out of bases loaded, 1 out jams. How about a runner at third with?
So you see the runner just advanced. There was no pitches thrown to the runner at all. The coach just told the umpire they want to walk that hitter. And they're going to try to get 2 strikeouts, I guess.
She get 2 out.
But the next girl comes in and ends the game right here, baby.
Pulled in.
And I was told that all these girls are in good shape. They're athletes.
Incoming
blah, blah.
Dono
They're
clip.
actually really good. But I was told that the one that's on third is one of the slower base runners. I mean, she's a bigger girl than some of the other like little short fast ones. But so this ball's got to be hit deep to get her home or to give her as much time as possible, and it is.
Playing in front of the baseline, which is going to limit the range and not be able to get to as many balls, but they cannot let that run score.
Maybe. I mean, they could be trying to force a double play. That would be like a fucking god tier move. The problem is when you have this situation in Little League Baseball, catchers are not good at.
Hi, I'm Tim Ballard, and I believe in peace for all missing and exploited children that I make money off of.
Oh, thank you very much, y'all. Now, there was another one. I was going to save them, but one of the mods played them. There's another one that came in earlier. Just call it from Phil.
Oh, Phil.
Oh, no, Phil. Oh, no. Thank you for those dono clips. I appreciate it. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. The problem is with like setting up and trying to force this double play, that would be like a god tier move. But the kids at this age, 12 and under, are not good, especially like in girls. Like there's some boys that are better at it just because I guess they got more muscle development this time. This throw is incredibly hard for them. The rundown throw, coming down or whatever you want to call it, the second base steal. So when you have runners at first and third, this steal's almost always guaranteed, and they won't even throw it because it would just let them score. So I don't think it was to set up the double play as much as it was they were afraid that she was going to hit it deep. Because this first pitch, the runner on first is stealing. If you throw it to first, then you just lost the game because the runner on home is gonna fucking. But it doesn't matter. She hits the first pitch. But either way, that first base is running.
So Bennett was intentionally walked.
Well, she hits the first pitch in a second.
To first. And now Emma Grace.
Actually, at 12 and under, even when we play Little League or when I coach Little League or whatever, even baseball, unless you've got an amazing catcher, you literally fucking sit there and say, you tell them like, hey, don't take the bait, right? They're going to steal second. Don't worry about it. Let them have it. Like, because if that ball gets past the second baseman, there's a potential they're going to score 2 runs, but they're definitely going to score 1. And in this scenario, it ends the game if they score 1.
Anders, who has a single and a strikeout today, can be the hero.
And even with just 1 out, even if she like walks to second, as soon as they throw the ball, the game's over.
The 0-1. And again, that also brings in the wild pitch and pass ball to the equation for the
We're swinging or we're not. Let's go. That was my sister again.
walk-off winner. Abigail Peterson, not the quickest player on the team, but she
I think this is it right here.
With a ball that goes to the wall. The 0-2 to Anders. Anders.
So this right here
left center field
is a sacrifice fly, but it is deep enough. I mean, it's pretty deep. That's going to be a hard throw for that center fielder to catch that runner coming home. So the runner tags up.
That's
And here we go.
By the center fielder coming home for the
Ball
winning
game.
run.
This was actually a crazy game. In the second inning, we went up 4-0. Then they come back and score 5, and then the next inning score 1. So we're down by 2. But that right there is ball game there.
Comes home, and Tennessee walks it off and eliminates Florida. It'll be Tennessee and North Carolina tomorrow.
They don't obviously they don't have to finish because they're out by 1. Florida played a good game, honestly. All she had to do was hit it deep enough where the sacrifice fly would work, and it worked. Obviously, even if she would have been tagged out home, we still would have had a runner in scoring position with just 2 outs. So she did pretty good. And she just had to drive the ball deep. But probably even a hard hit ground ball, even if it was fielded in the infield, could potentially cause that the run to get home. The one exception would be if they did turn double play, which we've seen one in this tournament. One double play has been turned in this tournament. So either way, they play tomorrow at 11, and the team they play is North Carolina, and North Carolina beat them pretty badly last time. They beat them pretty badly this morning. But like I said, the team seemed demoralized. The other team scored 5 runs right off the bat. Then they started making silly mistakes. Like, that means silly mistakes, like just dropping a ball and bobbling the ball and throwing to the wrong base without looking. Just crazy stuff once they got down. So hopefully it'll be a better game. Maybe we'll play a little bit better baseball. And maybe my niece will get to go represent the Southeast. My sister's coaching. My niece is on the team, her daughter. So we'll see what happens. It'll be tomorrow at 11. I probably won't be here to broadcast it. I'll be watching on my phone because I got some stuff to do, and it's pretty early for me, to be honest with you.
White Lexus 17 just resubscribed for 12 months.
Look out, White Lexus, a year. You've been here a year. What I'm hoping happens, and me and my sister kind of talked about this, I'm hoping that North Carolina thinks, well, this ain't nothing. You know, we already beat them, blah, blah, blah. They come in a little bit cocky, a little bit less prepared because they did just beat us. And our team really has nothing to lose. We're in the losers bracket already, so we know we got to play much better ball to beat them. I'm hoping it's like a mental thing, and that helps us some. We'll see. Either way, I'll let you guys know how it goes, and if I can get to the office, I'll broadcast it. But I'll probably just be watching it while I'm doing some. I think I got to do some weeding tomorrow. Try to get the campground caught up. We'll see. Either way, thank you guys for joining us. I appreciate it. If you want to support the stream, you guys know how to. Thank you for the dono clips. Let's see what we got going on around the world. First of all, Trump, and was that Nada? What was I calling that guy? Trump's driver, Nuada? I was always saying it wrong. Nada? How do you say Trump's driver's name that was indicted with him? Does North Carolina
Incoming
have a loss
dono
too?
clip.
No, they're undefeated so far, which we were too till this morning. Oh, there's a dono clip. I got it, mods. I'm already on the website. Nada, thank you.
Hey, Derek, it's me. He's got Will Bird playing on in the background on a loop.
Oh, God.
He said every time Will says pancake, he's going to feed me a pancake, but every time he says asshole, he's going to...
Oh, no. Every time Will says pancake, Mort's getting fed a pancake. But every time Will says asshole, Mort's getting fed a... And then it cuts off. I wonder what happened. Jesus Christ. So it keeps looking worse and worse for Trump's case that so his defense currently is he mentally declassified everything. That's his defense. As president, when he left the office, he declassified everything, and it keeps getting worse and worse for him. So, like, if that's true, why did he hide the boxes? Why did he have his driver hide the boxes? Specific instructions to hide like 30-some boxes in his bedroom when he knew the lawyer was coming to take inventory of all the boxes. Then we get the audio recording that was leaked. If that's true, then why is he still saying that it's classified? And he could have declassified it, but he didn't on the audio to the documentary producer or book author, whatever it was. And now it seems as if he instructed people specifically to go through and delete security cam footage, or try to delete security cam footage. Again, if his defense is, hey, all that's declassified, I declassified it the day I left, why was he jumping through all these hoops to try to hide it? It doesn't sound good, but here's the video that I watched about it.
New charges against Donald Trump, very significant. Paula, what else you learning?
So we just got a statement from the spokesman for special counsel.
Oh no. More, you're fucked.
For reference, this is how hairy my butt is right now.
Pancakes! I ought to record that exact same thing, but it's me screaming assholes. And depending on just randomly pick one, just set up an algorithm where it picks one randomly, like a coin flip algorithm. That'd be funny. Thank you for the donation.
Counsel Jack Smith confirming that a superseding indictment has been returned by a grand jury in southern Florida, adding the new defendant Carlos.
So this is a grand jury is hearing the evidence in Florida. This is a Florida grand jury. And Florida is Trump country, right? It seems Trump wins it. It seems to have a lot of support there. DeSantis, Trump, they both seem to have support there. The grand jury has returned to add 2 new charges.
Who we've been talking to, and also adding 4 charges to the prior indictment of former President Trump and Walt Nauta. Now, they say that they add at least a new count, charging former President Trump with 1 additional count of willful retention of national defense information. And they send us to a specific paragraph in the indictment, which I haven't had a chance to read, that will give us more details about why they did that. They also note that they've added this additional defendant, and they say that this new
part of the plan,
charges
Lala.
Trump, Carlos de Oliveira, and Walt Nauta with 2 new obstruction counts based on allegations that these 3 men allegedly attempted to delete surveillance video from Mar-a-Lago.
Now, they're going to explain this. The reason I picked this video is because they go into like the court text and they explain what actually happened.
In the summer of 2022. This is what I was referring to earlier. We know from our reporting that investigators have been asking multiple witnesses whether anyone tried to prevent them from obtaining all of the surveillance footage from the relevant time in this investigation. So it appears that they have now charged the former president, Carlos de
I mean, it just, like, you may still think Trump's innocent. You can still think this is all conspiracy or whatever. But it keeps looking worse and worse from like these text messages and recordings and the stuff that he literally told people. I mean, they have text messages, they have phone calls, they have audio recordings. It just keeps looking worse and worse. If he really thought he was innocent, he really thought he declassified everything in his head or whatever the day he left, why was he trying to hide all this?
And Walt Nauta with 2 additional obstruction counts.
Trust me, I wish this wasn't going on. I wish Trump they said, hey, you got some classified documents? And he would have said, look, I'm declassifying every one of them, or I did declassify them all. They're all mine. Instead of playing this shell game and making himself look bad. Why do I wish he wouldn't have done this? I wish he would just gave them back or said he declassified them or something. Because this shell game, there's already less integrity in our election system, right? People already don't trust it. People are already saying it's a setup, it's a witch hunt, it's blah, blah, blah. This just adds to that. And it drives the people that are on one side of it drives them further and further. I wish you just gave the shit back. It's stuff he doesn't even fucking need. I wish he would have just left the boxes alone. His lawyer would have went through them and said, here, 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 and here. Here you go.
Based on these allegations that they tried to delete the surveillance footage. Now it says attempted to delete. It is unclear based on what I'm reading here if they were successful. Now finally, the statement reveals that the superseding indictment also
they were unsuccessful because I'm pretty sure that everything they know about Nada, when he went and left with 66 boxes and returned with like 36 boxes, but the other 30 stayed in Trump's bedroom. The way they know that is through the security cam footage.
Also charges Carlos with false statements and representations in an interview he did with the FBI.
And there you have it. Donald Trump has now been charged with 3 more counts in a superseding indictment, with these new charges focused on Trump, his already charged co-conspirator Walt Nauta, and a new name, Carlos de Oliveira, a maintenance worker at Mar-a-Lago, allegedly asking for camera footage at Mar-a-Lago to be deleted in order to obstruct the DOJ's investigation into the theft of classified documents. Here are a few important excerpts from the indictment itself. On June 22nd,
that looks so bad. That looks so bad to go and ask somebody to delete footage. On June 22nd, 2022, the Department of Justice emailed an attorney for Trump's business organization a draft grand jury subpoena requiring the production of certain security cam footage from the Mar-a-Lago club, including footage from cameras on ground floor basement where the storage room is located. On June 23rd, 2022, at 8:46 p.m., Trump called de Oliveira, and they spoke for approximately 24 minutes. On Friday, June 24th, the Department of Justice emailed the attorney for Trump's business organization the final grand jury subpoena, which required the production of any and all surveillance records, videos, images, photographs, and or CCTV from internal cameras at certain locations at the Mar-a-Lago club, including the ground floor basement. So they emailed him a draft. Then Trump called de Oliveira. Then they emailed them the actual one saying, hey, we need all this footage.
2022, the Department of Justice emailed the attorney for Trump's business organization a draft grand jury subpoena regarding the production of certain security camera footage from the Mar-a-Lago club, including footage from
yeah, Trump knows what the procedure is, but they're trying to use the Supreme Court ruling where they found that Clinton, just by the process of being the president and taking it with him, basically declassified it without following process when he was taking his tapes from his biography. It might not be the greatest legal standing, but that's what they're trying to stand on.
Cameras on ground floor where the storage room was located.
And because the Supreme Court already ruled on it, and you could read those statements, they think they got a case there, or a defense there.
On June 23rd, 2022, Trump called de Oliveira, and they spoke for approximately 24 minutes. On Friday, June 24th, the Department of Justice emailed the attorney for Trump's business organization the final grand jury subpoena, which required the production of any and all surveillance records, videos, images, photographs, and CCTV from internal cameras at certain locations at Mar-a-Lago. The same day, June 24th, at 1:25 p.m., Trump attorney once spoke with Trump by phone regarding the subpoena for security camera footage. At 3:44
Wearing
p.m.,
nothing but a light coat of baby oil and a pancake over your asshole.
The text message from a coworker indicating that Trump wanted to see
silver dollar.
Less than 2 hours later, Nauta, who was scheduled to travel with Trump to Illinois.
That same day, June 24th, 2022, at 1:25 p.m., Trump attorney 1 spoke with Trump by phone regarding the subpoena for security cam footage. At 3:44, so a couple hours later, Nauta received a text message from a coworker, Trump employee 3, indicating that Trump wanted to see Nauta. Less than 2 hours later, Nauta, who was scheduled to travel with Trump to Illinois the next day, changed his travel schedule and began to make arrangements to go to Palm Beach, Florida instead. Nauta provided inconsistent explanations to colleagues for his sudden travel. So when Trump was presented with a subpoena from his lawyer, he called and spoke with Nauta. Nauta was supposed to travel with him to Illinois, and after he spoke with Nauta said, "Oh, I'm not going. I've got other things to do in Florida."
The next day, changed his travel schedule and began to make arrangements to go to Palm Beach, Florida instead. Nauta provided inconsistent explanations to colleagues for his sudden travel to Florida. And I hope you're ready for this part, because you could not find a more ham-handed execution of a crime than this. At 7:14 p.m. on June 24th, he texted one person that he would not be traveling with Trump the next day because he had a family emergency, and used the shh emojis. These are bad criminals. Imagine if someone's like, "Hey, what are you doing? You were supposed to be at my house like an hour ago." And I'm like, "I got to go to the bank. I got to make a very, very large withdrawal." Shh, shh, shh. And then it turns out that there was a bank robbery, and I just happened to look like the sketch that was drawn. These are bad, bad criminals.
At 9:48 p.m. that night, he texted a Secret Service agent that he had to check on a family member in Florida. And after he arrived in Florida on June 25th, he texted the same Secret Service agent he was in Florida working. So for some reason, I guess he forgot that he texted one Secret Service agent and said, "Hey, I'm not coming. I got to check on my family." Then he texted him back a couple hours later when he arrived. Oh, I'm sorry. The next day when he actually arrived in Florida and said, "Oh, I'm sorry. I'm working." So which one was it?
Be traveling with Trump the next day because he had a family emergency and used shushing emojis. At 9:48 p.m. that night, he texted a Secret Service agent that he had to check on a family member in Florida, and after he arrived in Florida on June 25th, he texted that same Secret Service agent that he was in Florida working. You see, he used a shushing emoji because he was doing a crime, and the way he was letting the person who he was texting know that he was doing a crime was by literally going, shh. Perfect crime, no notes. The indictment then goes on to detail a text exchange between De Oliveira and an employee in the IT department of Mar-a-Lago, which eventually led.
So De Oliveira and an IT employee, the maintenance man, and after Nauta stayed in Florida working and checking on fake family or sick family emergency. Then De Oliveira texts an IT employee about this.
June 27th, 2 days later. At 9:49 a.m., Trump employee 4 and De Oliveira left the area of the IT office together and walked through a basement tunnel. De Oliveira took Trump employee 4 to a small room known as an audio closet near the White and Gold Ballroom. Once inside the audio closet, De Oliveira and Trump employee 4 had the following exchange. De Oliveira told Trump employee 4 that their conversation should remain between the two of them. De Oliveira asked Trump employee 4 how many days the server retained footage. Trump employee 4 responded that he believed it was approximately 45 days. De Oliveira told Trump employee 4 that the boss wanted the server deleted.
By the way, as much as Republicans ran around and kept repeating 10% for the big guy, you think now every time something's deleted, they're going to be like, the boss wants it deleted. The boss wants that deleted. The boss wants that one deleted.
Trump employee 4 responded that he would not know how to do that and that he did not believe he would have the rights to do that. Trump employee 4 told De Oliveira that De Oliveira would have to reach out to another employee who was a
I told you that they had, before they ever started this grand jury or whatever, they already had people inside Mar-a-Lago that were saying, hey, fucked up shit's going on. They're asking me to delete fucking footage. They're moving boxes around. These are not secure. A lot of those footage or a lot of those images that they first received before they actually took the documented image, they received images before you see the images that are in the indictment, were by whistleblowers who said this isn't right. Like, I've worked in the government before. I've worked with classified documents before. I've worked in security before. This isn't right. It's not like the FBI just has a hard-on for Trump. They asked him so many times, please just give us back the documents or something. Like, just have your lawyer go through them. You don't even have to do it. Have your lawyer go through the boxes, and what's ours, give it back to us. We don't want to do this.
Supervisor of security for Trump's business organization. De Oliveira then insisted to Trump employee 4 that the boss wanted that server deleted and asked, what are we going to do? And look, I'm not going to say that Jack Smith has Trump dead to rights, but yeah, no, that's exactly what I'm saying. This all came about as De Oliveira was caught on a surveillance camera moving boxes in the days between a grand jury subpoena being issued, seeking the return of classified documents, and the execution of a search warrant by the FBI. De Oliveira placed a phone call to an IT worker at Mar-a-Lago during this time, which was obviously interesting to the DOJ, given that there were gaps in some of the footage a person familiar with the matter said, and prosecutors had scrutinized whether someone deliberately paused recording or whether there were technological issues at play. Fox News.
There were gaps in the footage. They didn't know, hey, is this something fuck up on, have an issue with the recording, or was someone actually pausing the recording?
News had reached out to Donald Trump for his immediate response to these new charges, and he said, quote, it's election interference at the highest level. They're harassing my company, they're harassing my family, and by far, least importantly of all, they're harassing me. He went on to say that the charges are ridiculous. This is prosecutorial misconduct used at a level never seen before. If I weren't leading Biden by a lot in numerous polls and wasn't going to be the Republican nominee, it wouldn't be happening. It wouldn't be happening. But I am way up as a Republican and way up in the general election, and this is what you get. And finally, he added, hopefully the Republican Party will do something about it.
If this was all legit, why did he instruct an employee to take 66 boxes out of there the day before the lawyer came and only return back with 36 boxes? So 30 boxes would just happen to be stored in his bedroom for one day. What day was that? The one day his lawyer was coming to make sure there was no classified documents left. Weird.
Of course, the irony in Trump's statement is that while he blamed the DOJ for election interference, he is currently awaiting indictment for exactly that. Donald Trump himself interfered in the 2020 election by way of pressuring Secretary of State Brad Raffensperger to find 11,780 non-existent votes, by pressuring Arizona Governor Doug Ducey not to certify the election results in his state, by coordinating a fake elector scheme in nearly every critical swing state, by summoning state legislators to the White House, by trying to get Mike Pence to...
I'm not the prosecutor. They can prove it. They've already shown it to a grand jury.
Unilaterally declare Trump the winner of an election that he lost, and on and on. So if Trump is looking for the critical swing state, find 11,780 non-existent votes, by pressuring Arizona Governor Doug Ducey not to certify the election results in his state, by coordinating a fake elector scheme in nearly every critical swing state, by summoning state legislators to the White House, by trying to get Mike Pence to unilaterally declare Trump the winner of an election that he lost, and on and on. So if Trump is looking for the election interference, he might want to try a mirror. And in terms of Trump saying hopefully the Republican Party will do something about it, he made the same desperate plea only days ago.
Congress, if you will, please investigate the political witch hunts against me currently.
What the fuck does he think Congress can do? What the fuck does he think Congress is going to do, can do, would? By the way, Todd, I don't know if you heard me answer, but no, North Carolina has not lost yet, which typically, I explained this earlier, probably before a bunch of people were in here. Typically, that would mean, like in a regular double elimination tournament, that would mean that we would have to beat North Carolina twice back to back. And if they won either game, they won. But this, where it's modified double elimination, the championship game, it doesn't matter if you've lost or not. It's one game, winner take all.
Being brought by the corrupt DOJ and FBI, who are totally out of control. They don't go after Biden with all of his corruption, the most corrupt president in history, but they keep coming after me from the day I came down the escalator, all failures. This continuing saga is retribution against me for winning and, even more importantly to them, election interference.
By the way, I went back and found a video the other day. I got it to make a TikTok with. I was calling out the fact that just because Hunter Biden says, hey, you either do this or my dad's not going to be happy, doesn't mean that his dad had anything to do with it. He was a crackhead, right? Well, there's almost the exact same scenario that I called out the exact same way when Don Jr. was trying to arrange a meeting to get dirt on Hillary with a Russian operative, a female Russian operative. Turns out it was all bullshit. She didn't have dirt on Hillary, but they were trying to arrange a meeting. And when they were talking about it with Rudy Giuliani, and he's like, my dad, says we should do this, or my dad is very interested in this, I said the same exact thing. If Trump knew about it, that's one thing. But if his kid's just running around saying, hey, we should do this, my dad told me to, that's different. You gotta prove that they're together in it.
The 2024 presidential election, it will be their updated form of rigging our most important election. Look at the polls. They can't beat me, MAGA, Make America Great Again, at the ballot box. The only way they can win is to cheat, and they cheat better than anybody has ever seen anybody cheat. Stop them now. Save our country. Make America great again.
Yep, totally something you do if you're on solid legal footing and definitely confident in your lawyer's ability to defend you. Now, as for this case, it's becoming increasingly difficult for him to pretend that he has any defense whatsoever, considering the DOJ now has witnesses, text messages, manipulated footage, and recordings of all the events surrounding his efforts to unlawfully retain classified information and obstruct efforts by the DOJ to investigate it. And something tells me that both Walt Nauta and Carlos de Oliveira are going to think long and hard about whether they're willing to go to federal prison on a home run indictment for the DOJ, or if they'd rather cooperate against the soon-to-be thrice-indicted felon Donald Trump. In the meantime, Trump's legal troubles will continue to get worse as he awaits an indictment in Washington, D.C. for the events related to the 2020 election, as he awaits trial in Manhattan for the hush money payout scandal, as he awaits indictment in Fulton County, Georgia for again pressuring Brad Raffensperger to find those non-existent votes and a whole raft of other racketeering charges, and as he awaits trial in Florida for this very indictment, which now just took a turn for the worse. Donald Trump wanted to be the law and order president. Turns out that no one will encounter more law and order than him. Before you go, I need some help. Please subscribe to the channel and do your part to help grow the progressive media ecosystem. I don't do sponsorships or paid ads. I won't ask for money, but just subscribing to this channel goes a really long way, and it helps get the message out to more people. The subscribe button is right here on the screen. You can also subscribe to my Spanish language channel, which I made to reach those crucial Spanish-speaking voters. That link is on the screen too. And finally, if you want to listen to my audio podcast, you can follow that link as well. Thanks so much for watching.
I don't know. I don't think that's what happened in Hayes. I think in Hayes what happened was there was an argument that the president of the Senate, which was the vice president, the argument was made that he should be able to decide which votes to count, but the other party disagreed. I think it was the Democrats. They disagreed. So there was a commission that was put together through a different law, like, I don't know, something commission, something. And it included 5 senators and some representatives and some Supreme Court justices or something like that to decide what the votes were. I don't think the vice president did it, or the president of the Senate did it. I don't remember the Jefferson story. I remember looking them up when all the Mike Pence stuff was going around. So Trump has no charges through a grand jury. Who knows what'll happen with them? We're still a long ways off with what'll happen with them. But I think it looks bad on Trump that all these people are coming out and saying, hey, he did this, and the text messages and the phone calls, and Nuada sending hush emojis. That's pretty fucked up. Yeah, I don't remember what happened with Jefferson. We looked them both up, but I don't remember. I'd have to go back and read it again. Let's see what else is going on. Here's a cool clip for you guys. Hold on. Oh no, that does not look good. What is? Oh, this is the account. Oh my God, Scotty. I think it was like, was it 3, 3, and 3? They had three senators, 3 representatives, 3 Supreme Court justices. I can't remember. Here is Scotty and his friend having a little get together.
To see him, you know.
What the fuck?
He says, I wouldn't ask to see him, you know.
To see him, you know.
What the fuck?
No, I say I would never ask to see him.
We're never snapping. Holy fucking shit, that did not just happen.
She says, holy fucking shit, that just not. So he's talking about her tits. I would never ask to see them. So basically what happened is this creator made a video that basically said, we'll see in a minute, kind of a rundown. Like, if a guy can show his nipples, why can't a woman show their nipples? And Scott's like, you started it. You started it. I would never. I'm just being. Remember what we kept hearing on those private calls I had with Kilo? That he would always ask, even in a group, to see your tits or to see your vagina. And then people would tell him no. And he'd say, well, at least I'm being respectful. At least I asked first. Like he was going to force you to take your clothes off before.
Kind of comments, like,
I'm not
that's
trying
a
to be
weird thing to just say in public.
You started that. You started it.
You started it.
Saying if you,
no,
I'm just being respectful.
No, listen, I started
I'm just being respectful. I asked first. I'm just being respectful. Yeah, she showed her nipple because some other guy showed his nipples or whatever.
Because I didn't want to get the fruit, and I got the fruit not that long ago for it. And you were mean to Wendy about it. So really, I only said something because you were mean to Wendy about it. That's the only reason I said something. You weren't nice to Wendy about it. She said it because I asked her to, because I didn't want her to get in trouble, and I didn't want you to get in trouble.
But anyways, I'm just saying that I'm respectful. I don't ask women, you know that.
Oh, well, I appreciate that.
He just did. He always asks women to be respectful.
Thank you for being respectful.
And I would never ask you, you know, because I don't want to ruin our friendship.
I get it now. Thank you. MVP, shut up, bird. That's a great name.
To see him, you know.
What the?
So that one restarted. Then there's an account warning. Here we go
I learned
again.
it the hard way.
So she says, I learned it the hard way. This is where she's talking about. She was on a stream and some guy showed his nipples and he was like playing with his boobs like a woman would. Like he was like squeezing them together and shaking them, blah, blah, blah. So she pulled out her nipple on a stream. She says, I learned it the hard way. That's what she's talking about.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I learned it the hard way, the really hard way. And I was like, how do you watch? Oh, I can't say that because how do you watch this
this grow? How? Yeah. How do you watch this grow? That's
So
like, you can't watch that.
She accidentally read out loud somebody in the chat saying, would you rather watch a tree grow or a knee, the body part, grow? And obviously that makes you say a word for black people.
That happened.
All right, hey Meg, I got a question for
I
you.
read that shit out loud. I went out for that one. I was lit. And yeah.
I got a question for you, Meg.
Yes, Scotty?
When we were battling, you should have, instead of talking about the no short on TikTok, you know?
Yes.
Yeah, when some guy was, you said when some guy was showing his nipple and you did that too. I'm like, what? When I was thinking, what's going on through her mind? Because what I'm thinking is that was not appropriate.
Did Scott just say that was not appropriate? Well, listen, Scott, everyone makes mistakes in life, and that incident really happened. And I'm actually not. Here's the deal, Scott. No, I'm not ashamed of this at all. Prove a motherfucking point. If you can have your shirt off and your nipples exposed, I should be able to too. Nipples are nipples, chesticles, breasts, whatever. It's the same thing. Identified as a man, it would be okay for me to do. But because I'm a female, it's not okay. And this is what happened. John was groping his boobs. He was cupping them. He was pushing them together. And I was like, fuck that bullshit. If you can do that with yours, I can at least show mine. And before I did it, I said, fuck you, TikTok. I'm going to show you my nipples in the name of nipple equality. And if I go down, you better take him down with me.
There she is.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That's why got Scott all turned on. That's why he said, you started it. But I would never ask you about your nipples. Never. Well, sometimes. Then we have this piece, this absolute treasure here.
Really hard.
Sorry. We have this absolute treasure here. Scott doing more acting. This is called Drivers I've Seen Driving. Now, these are all of these are Scott acting. Don't get confused and think it's a different human. It's still him. I know he's a good actor, but try to remain with the mindset. These are all Scott Rogers.
Oh, come on, man. Move yourself, man.
Oh, come on, man. Move yourself, man. I guarantee you he didn't see any topless drivers. That's only him with a fucking with a fucking Power Ranger tattoo. Oh, come on, man. Move yourself, man.
Oh, come on, man. Move yourself, man.
Yeah, it looks like a big curved dildo, doesn't it?
Jeez, man. What the hell was that, man?
Oh, gee, man. What the hell was that, man? Jeez.
Dang. Oh, man.
Oh, man. What is he acting? What are these? Like, I could understand if he did like a road rage, like, fuck you, get out of here. And then like another person that was just driving, not paying. Like, I always imagine old people like driving, cutting people off, running people in the ditch, and just completely oblivious, just like going down the road, like nothing's wrong, and they're like running people off both sides. What the fuck is he doing?
That's pretty close there.
That's pretty close there. Oh, wait. Now he's smoking them darts.
Come on! Go, the light's green, mother truckers!
The light's green, mother truckers!
Damn! Man, this is beautiful scenery, man. Let's go down this way.
I don't understand what his weird voice is. Like, he has this one weird acting voice, and he goes, "Oh, there's a beautiful scenery, man. Let's go down this way." Or what the fuck is that voice?
Check this scenery out over here. Oh, cool. Drive through the amusement park. Shoot. All right, kids. See ya. See you in a few minutes.
So he says, okay, driving through an amusement park, which sounds like a terrorist attack, to be honest with you. Sounds like something that would happen in Europe because they don't have guns, like a rental truck through an amusement park. Then he said, all right, kids, see ya. See you in a few minutes. So he drove through the amusement parks. There's bodies laying everywhere. Then second of all, he says, see what kids go to an amusement park for a few minutes.
See ya. I through the amusement park. Shoot. All right, kids. See ya. See you in a few minutes.
So that's the drivers that Scotty sees while he's driving. He must have the most entertaining life. By the way, speaking of us, the drivers that you might be seeing while you're driving around, Papa ordered some mushrooms. I think it's time to go have a meeting with God. I got some questions to ask him.
What's up, everyone?
Oh, good God! Oh, my God! Put that thing away! And why does it have lips? Oh, my God. I am an asshole. We need to get rid of this thing. I don't know what's going on there, but it looks like this.
I drive really slow in the
Got your nose. Got your nose. What the fuck is going on down there? Oh, there's the asshole, Mort. Eat an asshole. Mort, eat the asshole. There will be no pancakes tonight. Thank you very much. What is this situation here, guys? I'm going to let you watch it. I'm going to let you watch it right now. But Beyonce had the greatest music video of the year. Why is it bifurcated? You think it's a little hand? You think it's a little hand reaching out? Why is it? I've seen it. It's not split. The fuck is that? Yeah, look how off the shoulder. I'm telling you, he's two humans. This guy is only a total of 18 inches wide, okay? He's taller, he's stronger, he's faster. For some reason, this guy's over 3 foot wide. He has to turn sideways when he goes through the doors, and his shoulders are sloped down so his own tears will run off his back and roll away. So he doesn't flood out his neck that he doesn't have. Two different humans. The fuck is this business?
What's up, everyone?
Someone says this motherfucker's smuggling grapes. By the way, I had this person named James Francois commented on my Facebook today. By the way, I got so many comments after I posted my video last night on Facebook that when I logged on today, I already had 100 new comments in chat. You know how I'll say sometimes, like, we got 1,000 comments already. It congratulates you. It'll say you already got 100 comments, then it'll go to 1,000, and I'm assuming maybe sometimes it goes to 10,000. I had 100 comments today since I ended the stream just on Facebook alone. Somebody says, why is it looking at me? But this person in the comments said that they knew that all the chat that pops up over here is all fake because I'm Deep State Black Hat and those are bot accounts. So everybody let James Francois know that y'all are bots, so he won't worry about it all night.
This is my new Superman.
Thanks. Never wear it again. Oh my God.
And also.
Oh my God.
Oh my God. I think he's fully erect. I think it's straight out. I don't know. And that's the seam, maybe?
My seventh birthday party was a Superman party.
His 7th birthday party 3 weeks ago was a Superman birthday party. Someone says, bro is straight free balling. Put the berries away, Scott. You need to wear a super jock and a bra with that. Too much sticking out. Very good, Mark. Very good. It's like it's staring into my soul. I swear that's Henry Cavill. Was that a kryptonic release right at the start? Super goober. Great. Now I'm crying. I came to read the comments. I knew this was going to be lit. This is the best one so far. The Man of Eel instead of Steel. 10 out of 10. Looking good, brother. Love it. Scott, you have to do it with Ashley the Superwoman. This is your 2nd time seeing it. Was that gas at the beginning, buddy? That sound? Oh no, what was the sound at the beginning?
What's up,
everyone? Yeah, he shit himself.
This is my new Superman suit. And also, my 7th birthday party was a Superman party.
We're going to look at his body again. Hold on. Oh my God, it's right there. He basically laid it on the phone. Not even his hips are level. He basically laid it right on the phone. Look at that.
So, what do you think?
Give it to me, Scotty. Scotty doesn't know that we're laughing at him.
So, how about it? What's up, everyone?
All right, let's check out this body. Shoulders different, ears different, nose different, eyes different heights, hair accumulation different, breast over a foot higher than the other one, waist different points, legs different sizes. He is 2 different humans stitched together. He pressed the record button with it. I wouldn't doubt it. By the way, Vern, I love that. I love that you work at a casino. I love that you're wearing the shirt at work. That's awesome.
This is my new Superman suit.
What has he got? Is this the rest of his dick wrapped around his leg like a fucking link sausage? The fuck is wrapped around his leg? It's not on this side. I thought maybe he was wearing shorts underneath it, but there's no way his testicles shining through shorts like that. And there's definitely something wrapped around this leg. What is going on? Yeah, it's supposed to be kids' pajamas.
My 7th birthday party was a Superman.
I was not prepared.
So, what do you think? So,
is that just all balls? Like, are his balls just stretched way down here? I mean, he hasn't had them drained since that gentleman in Louisiana. But I feel for him there. I can't get Mariah to drain mine neither. Let me tell you what Mariah did. I've been working my ass off for the last 2 days. People be giving me compliments like, hey, man, you're going to slow down. You're doing too much, blah, blah, blah. I can't believe you got all this done, blah, blah, blah. Right? Mariah gave me a compliment. I've been sore as fuck. It's probably the most like manual labor I've done in a long time, like trying to get the campground caught up from all this other stuff. I've been working my ass. I mean, completely killed. And today I was like, look, I'm going to help Mo. That's about all I can do. Like, I am fucking killed. I am destroyed. So I went out and basically rode around on a riding mower and tried to catch up, trying to help out, right? I'm trying to be a good guy, trying to do the right thing. Mariah waits until almost 6 p.m. Waits until almost 6 p.m. and says, hey, when you get a chance, come by the office. She volunteered me to drag a refrigerator
up the side of a mountain. She volunteered me to drag a refrigerator up the side of a fucking mountain. Couldn't be done tomorrow. Couldn't be done by anybody else. Couldn't be taken care of some other time. Right now, when you're literally, your entire body is fucking just quivering because it's just done, and you've sat down for the first time today, she lets you know that you've been volunteered to take a refrigerator from the bottom of the mountain to the top of the mountain by hand, manually, and then install it. And don't forget, bring the refrigerator that's in there back down the mountain. Can't have two refrigerators.
You're such a dick! Every day I wake up and I hope you're dead!
Jesus Christ. I couldn't believe it. I couldn't fucking believe that, like, knowing how, so, I mean, literally, digging is a lot of manual labor. And I'm not in horrible shape. I've been walking and even jogging a little bit. Like, I've been getting back in shape for the last couple of months. But holy shit, I dug an over 4 foot hole. I wanted to make sure it was at least 4 foot. So it's over 4 foot in a lot of places, but it's at least 4 foot by 10 foot wide by 4 foot deep, or like length and width is 4 by 10, and it's 4 foot deep in the ground. Hole by myself with a shovel and a pickaxe. Over the last 2 days, I've been doing nothing but digging a fucking hole. I literally probably have like 14 hours digging a hole in the fucking sun in the middle of summer. And like the one day I'm like, oh man, I'm so fucking sore. I'm going to have to just like ride around on a mower. I can't do it. I can't fucking do it. That's not including the several thousand pounds of fucking river boulders I put into this. Some of them like, some of the rocks I threw in there were literally at the limit like I could pick up. And I know I can deadlift a few 100 pounds still. There's probably rocks over 200 pounds in this fucking hole. And then she's like, oh, by the way, see that up there? That refrigerator over there needs to go up there. Thanks. I told him you'd do it. You don't care.
So, how about it? What's up, everyone?
I thought about making it 6 foot and putting that bitch at the bottom of it. She can help with the drainage. I dug a dry well, if you know what a dry well is. It's just like an area you dig out and fill it full of rocks for water to fill up for a short period of time. And then it gives it time to like spread out in the ground, basically. It's kind of like a septic tank without the tank part. But it's only used for gray water, not black water. A lot of people here locally, they have dry wells that they run their washing machines into instead of running them into your septic, because detergent and bleach and shit if you don't have sewer, it can fuck up your septic tank. Like, it can kill the good bacteria, especially bleach. So what they'll do is they'll dig a hole and bury 2 55-gallon drums in there and fill it full of rocks. The drums are to keep the dirt from like getting in the rocks. And they'll fill it full of rocks, and they'll pop their wash machine into one drum and then pop the other drum to the other drum with just a little short section of pop. And it basically holds water for long enough for it to spread out through the ground.
What's up, you guys? I heard on the radio, that's how I looked up how to open one can of Coke with another. I looked it up.
Okay, one can of Coke with another.
This is actually my first time doing this, so you got real trick.
Bullshit. He's practiced this 1,000 times.
They say do like this. Oh yeah, I did it.
Why is this a thing? Why is this a thing? Kind of like a French drain. A French drain would like go around something, right, and drain water around it. This is just a hole. It's more like a septic tank, but it's only for like rainwater or gray water, which means like not shit, right? It doesn't have it's not like from a toilet. It could be from like a sink or a shower, or as long as you don't shit in the shower like Scott and then stomp it down, give him the old waffle stomp.
But yeah, so basically it's a big pit that I filled up with rock. The reason I filled it up with rock is because the rock they're huge rocks, so they don't fit perfectly. So there is space in between the rocks. And then you wrap all that in like weed fabric that you would put down in like a flower bed to keep the weeds out, and that keeps the dirt from filling in the spaces in between the rocks. And the water, like when they're for outdoor showers. So when someone takes an outdoor shower and rinses the sand off, the water goes down through the gravel, like it just disappears because there's gravel on the very top. Then the weed fabric catches the sand and diverts it. And then the water goes down and fills the spaces in between the rocks. And over the next couple hours, it drains out into the surrounding ground like it's supposed to. It's just like it would be any area to catch excess water that's not going to absorb into the ground quick enough, and you want it to absorb over time. Who would need to open a Coke with another Coke?
Oh, yeah. That's pretty cool.
Why?
What's
I don't
up,
get it.
You guys, I heard on the radio, that's how I looked up how to open one can of Coke with another. I looked it up.
Hold on. How to open can of Coke with another can of Coke. Is this like a thing? Easiest way to open a can of soda.
These sodas are multi-purposeful, meaning that you can stack one on top of the other and use it to open the other soda.
We have our...
You literally don't need this. You would never need this. You can just use your finger, which is built into your body.
2 sodas, man, the amount of times I've hurt my fingers, if this actually works.
By the way, that's not why those cans are designed that way. The reason the cans are designed that way is because, 1, they use less material. 2, they're incredibly strong when they're pressurized to like, I think it's almost like 40 PSI or some shit. No, it's 3 atmospheric pressure. So it'd be 1428, 32, 1420. Yeah, it'd be 40 PSI. They're incredibly structurally sound. You can stand on top of a can of Coke, which should blow your fucking mind, because the second you open it and try to stand on it, even if it's still full of liquid, it just fucking crushes. It crumbles, right? They're easily recyclable, but they have this insane structural integrity to them. I actually watched a documentary on why the cans are shaped the way they are, and that ring at the bottom is not for opening another Coke. Who the fuck hurts their... I mean, I understand kids, their fingers might hurt from... Who the fuck hurts their fingers opening a soda? I can't believe this is a thing. It's got to be a joke, right?
All right, so I'm working in the garage.
This is not a life hack. My finger's always with me. What if I only have 1 can of soda?
And you know how sometimes you can't get this open, so you use your teeth.
I think the documentary said it'll hold like 600 fucking pounds or some shit like that. Because you got to think, when the sodas are in their cardboard boxes and you stack soda on top of soda on top of soda on a shelf, right? There's hundreds of pounds on top of one.
Teeth or whatever else. Well, I found this out on like a TikTok or Instagram.
No one uses their teeth.
You have 2 of them. You just put it in there, and it'll open.
Yeah. Your finger might be dirty, but the can is fucking filthy. I don't know if you've ever seen a study where they constantly find rat piss all over the cans.
And it'll actually open it up, and you can do that with every can. Every can can do that. Now you don't have to sit there and fuddle with it.
Who struggles? They're made so anybody... What do you mean fuddle with it? This can't be real.
All right, this is how to open a Coke can.
I have not struggled to open a Coke can or a soda can of any type Since, I mean, as long as I can fucking remember.
I've already done the little see, you can like, you know, pop it or whatever. But basically, you get it.
You just open it slowly. If you want to open it quietly, you just open it slowly. Holy fucking shit.
You get it open like that. Put your finger on it. And you can push.
Why would you need to open it this quietly? Is someone around the corner waiting to pounce?
It's like, now that was a little loud because I'm using one hand.
That's right, Rolo.
But that's still a lot quieter than if you would open it at just because it.
Let's see. How much weight can a can of soda hold? I'm pretty sure I've seen somebody drive a fucking car up on one. Modern aluminum cans are less than 1/10 of a millimeter thick, yet hold liquid up to 90 psi, about 6 times regular atmospheric pressure. Well, that's even higher than I thought. Oh no, we're leaving this side. I don't know who the Christian Science monitor is, but I'm not interested. Not interested. Oh, they're telling me how much he can hold internally. Okay, here we go. This is in kilograms, so we can convert it to freedom units. Holy shit. It's flattening out the rubber that they're using, but it's still over 300 kilograms. 330. Holy fuck. Okay. It's starting to crush now. Let's say 330 kilograms. £727. Yeah, I thought they said like over 600 pounds was their thing. Over 600 pounds you could put on a. I'm almost positive I've seen somebody pull a car up on one once. Just one tire, but still. It's 727. 330 kilograms is 727 pounds. 727 and a half pounds. That's insane. And it's less than a 1/16 of an inch of aluminum. The thing's crazy. It's crazy how much weight a fucking can hold. I don't know. Maybe it's just me. Maybe I'm crazy. By the way, this account is called Oh My God Scotty 2 Motel. Oh no.
I'm going gay. I'll be gay now.
Well,
I'm gay now.
So then,
that's good.
I'm gay.
Scott, it's not to threaten anybody, dude. Does
that mean the coach trips back on?
What the fuck?
Yes. And I will take Scott's ticket. Scott's ticket. Frozen.
Can we talk about the fact that Rick Long is in here? This is fucking serious.
By the way, this guy's name is Frosif instead of Joseph, and he has an afro. That's pretty cool.
Good end.
I don't have a wife.
I don't have a wife.
I do. I'm Batman.
Why you acting like this, Closer? You did not pay for shit. You know how I know?
I did pay those. You don't know. You don't know.
By the way, what's going on here is Frosif has said that he's paid. Of course, you know how jealous Scotty gets, right? He freaked out on Christina for wearing a bathing suit over her clothes one time. So basically, Frosif has said that he's paid to watch Christina do a VIP sleep stream. So Scott's scared to death that this guy's going to see Christina naked.
No, you know how I know?
Ask Christina if she was Cash App $2,000 2 hours ago.
I thought that was for the premium.
Nah, you didn't.
Sleep live. He wrote it in the memo.
Give it back to him, Christina.
Give it back. Whack that. By the way, Crisco in the chat says no shirts activated. Whacked it. That's a twirl. Whacked it. Frosif is a twirl, and you got to whacked it and give it back.
back to him.
But we really have to do our premium because we share
she's not giving
cards
it back.
and we got to
All
pay our
sales final.
payment.
I want the sleep.
So they're telling him like we got to do a premium stream, which he knows what that is from OnlyFans. He used to have an OnlyFans, and he's probably subscribed to about 30 fucking people on OnlyFans. And he says we got to do this for a premium so we can afford our car payments. But
Franklin.
No, you're not getting the goddamn sleep live.
Okay, then the premium.
You're not getting a sleep live or a premium live.
Listen, I'll refund the money. I'll refund it.
Put that $2,000 towards the premium then.
I'll refund it, Scott. I'll refund him his money.
I will, but there's no refund, so Process might send it back if I try.
Hey, Christina, didn't you told me not to do not one other sleep live, right?
So they told Scotty not to do sleep lives anymore, which is where he sleeps on live stream, which I think is why he shows it. He still does it, but he just puts up a green screen. Like you can't even see Scotty. You can't even see Scott. It is literally just a green square that says add a picture, add a video, and he's sleeping in the background. They told him to stop doing sleep streams because people were making fun of the roaches crawling all over his body. Like, stop doing them. People are making fun of you, and he's going to say that in a minute.
Didn't I what?
Tell me no more sleep lives, right?
So then...
I never told you no.
Hold on just a second. We got to settle something here. Get out of bed. I'm live. What are you doing?
I told you. What do you mean
Everybody's asking where you've been out in chat. I told them that after I worked myself to the fucking bone, you volunteered me to drag a refrigerator up a mountain.
Yeah, okay.
I'm not okay. I'm injured.
Go back to sleep for a minute.
Yeah, love you. Bye. I told you I needed a nap.
No more sleep lives?
Yes, you have. Well, because people were making fun of me and all.
Because people are making fun of me.
Oh, I told
Don't
you,
do sleep
like,
streams.
you know, that people were trolling you.
Yes, you did. Yes,
We're gonna roll go to sleep or what?
No,
Christina,
we can do it together,
Reclon, Christina, Reclon would like you to video. Reclon's in the comments. He would like you to video chat him, please.
Did that
Oh God.
tag?
No,
No.
bitch.
What?
Did that say tag?
No, Reclon's a pussy ass bitch.
He's a pussy ass bitch. This is someone Scott doesn't even know. He's a pussy ass bitch because he wants to video chat his women. Isn't it weird? I think Scott would probably strangle one of these women to death. He's way too possessive. And if he met them in real life, he would strangle them to death so he could keep them for himself.
Really, Bob.
Anything with tits,
including
the black guy.
Well, you declined my invite.
I didn't mean to.
Quit interrupting. You declined and got Cheyenne in the box. That wasn't right. I'm making it
So you declined having me on, and she says I did it by accident, but you had your daughter on? That's not right.
I swear I did not know who was who. I mean, I knew that was Cheyenne, but I didn't see you.
I sent the live invite.
Okay, let's get to cleaning. Cheyenne, what are you saying?
What the fuck stuck to him when he stood up? Hold on. Something stuck to him in his chair.
What are you saying?
It's the whole goddamn chair. Hold on. The whole chair comes up with him. I guess it's got arms and he got stuck in the arms.
Cheyenne, what are you saying?
I thought, God damn, he's really got that fucking shock down, fucking pushed down that chair, jumped up in the air when he got off of it. No, it's just there's a whole lot of love in them handles, and they didn't want to let up that chair. He just sets it back down. He takes it off and sets it. He takes it off as if it's like a belt and sets it back on the ground. God damn. All those little hairs are like Velcro. They all come out and curl. They're like hook and loop. Jesus Christ.
What they'll do with the chest bag. I will get another one.
I don't know what I did with that twash bag. Oh, well, we'll get another one. Your whole house is trash. Can you put the apartment in there?
Where is the guy that was on my mod? Where's Nick?
By the way, I'm starting to think this whole cleaning thing was a scam, too. Like, nothing ever happened. They never mentioned it again. I think it was some type of scam as well. What's up, Gizzy McBride? Gizzy? Thank you.
Now.
All you do is click sign up. I don't think it's super complicated, is it? To sign up for Twitch?
Hey, Carlos. I want Nick. He was a good mod. Scotty, I can't see you wiping.
I'm in the kitchen wiping down the walls.
I think I need to get on the other account. Mine's going to get banned from you screaming.
Jizzy?
For me screaming?
Yeah.
Why? Because I'm just saying, I'm in the bathroom, where the sink is, wiping down the walls.
Okay,
I'm wiping
take your
down
time.
my walls.
And it's for 30 minutes only.
Cheyenne, can you quit commenting every minute?
Five just gifted 5 subs.
Uh-oh. Look out. There's 5 gifted subs. Thank you very much. You're amazing, Burgie. I would move.
We're trying to get this stuff.
I'm almost positive. There he is, just standing there. He has so much upper back fat. I don't know what I was trying to think of a better word to say that it creases at his love handles. And the hair won't grow that low. He's probably an aggressive wiper when he's not just stomping it down the tub. The hair won't grow there. There is a clear, even over his backbone. Even over his backbone. His spine. There's a fold.
And so Scotty won't get kicked out. Cheyenne, I'm getting on the other one if you keep on. Okay, you're gonna get blocked, Cheyenne. One more time. Don't block her because she's my daughter, but she's aggravating me. Lacey, I don't know. We went to a nude beach.
We went to a nude beach.
We met.
Scott Rogers went to what he claimed was a nude beach in Florida, dressed as the White Tiger Ranger, full costume, helmet with a hole cut out so he could breathe, and sat in the sand. Could you imagine being in a Power Ranger costume and sitting in the sand? I bet you there's still sand in that motherfucker.
Oh, but she's my daughter. That's why she keeps on aggravating me, and I'm gonna snap on her.
Don't snap on her. Don't snap on her.
Oh no.
Still _Milbard_GLG20 cheered Dex 666.
For reference, this is how hairy my butt is right now.
Mort's getting a pancakes! Good job, Mort. You seem like you were hungry. Thank you for the donation, Austin. I appreciate it.
Cheyenne, be a good girl in here.
Yeah. I don't want you to get your account, banana.
What? She's saying something about.
I don't want you to get your account bananaed.
Stepdaddy.
Oh, I know who she's talking to. And you probably can get it too.
Okay. This has been a crazy evening, y'all, and I'm shaking because I would have put up with screaming. Okay, Scotty, wipe. What are you? Oh, you're wiping. I'm sorry. Don't yell. I didn't see you. You're doing good, Scotty.
It's not quite
say it.
Well, you decline my invite. It's not quite 1 minute.
Say it.
To see him, you know.
And then we get the tit thing. By the way, he's got jizz on his lip again.
What the
I would never ask to see him, except when I do.
Yeah, I
then I
remember
want to see him for sure. God, he's so fucking weird. He's something special, guys. I don't know what to tell you. I don't know if I sent myself this live stream. I started so late and stuff. It's not going to be an exactly the greatest of live stream. Missing twin begs cops to arrest mother. Body count. Holy shit. I have not seen that, Rob P. I'll check it out sometime. Let's see what I got here. Have I sent myself anything? Yes, I have. Have we already watched it? Possibly. Oh, this is a song I like.
I have so many questions now for Stacy's mom.
Stacy's mom.
Like, why did she come out with just a towel on?
Stacy's mom.
When she knew that kid was gonna mow her grass. Mow her grass. Stacy's mom is like the people Chris Hansen would Hansen would catch. And I know growing up it was a fantasy, but it's a little different now that I'm 33. Stacy's mom should put some clothes on. He's just a kid and it feels so wrong. Stacy, can't you see this could be a felony? I know it's just a song, but something's wrong with Stacy's mom.
That is true. Now that Mariah's not here, when I was a minor, I ended up sleeping with a cougar who ended up turning out to be a girl's mom that I didn't realize until there's a whole story that we maybe be able to tell sometime. I didn't realize it was this girl's mom until about a year later when I started talking to this girl and like she always lived with her dad. She's always hanging out with her dad, you know, blah, blah, blah. And I started hanging out with her and I would pick her up, drop her off at her dad's, or she would drive and meet me or whatever. Until one day she happened to be at her mom's house and she's like, you can just come by here. We're watching a movie. You talk about an awkward fucking movie. And it took me, it had been like a year or maybe a little bit longer. It took like immediately I'm like, I recognize her mom. Like in my head, my thought track in my head was like, I recognize her mom. Then it was like, damn, her mom's got some big tits. Then it was like, I remember those tits. All in my head, all at once, which I was pretty high. So don't blame me.
I think, am I wrong?
Stacy's mom. It happens. It happens to the best of us, okay? We're not perfect. Oh, we got some.
Dallas, I'm calling you out.
By the way, I feel like this is all country music. This is a guy calling out Dixon Dallas for his new country singer, where it's like, had me wetter than the water, boy, I'm gonna holler. This is the new Dixon Dallas. This guy's name is there's a new sheriff in town, Jake Hill. No, that's Jake Hill's Dixon Dallas. This guy's name is Willie Strokin. Surely not. Anyways, Brook Lane, Midwest. We got a brand new country. All country music sounds like this to me anymore. So that's a true story. I could actually have the girl on probably. She's kind of a crackhead now, but I could probably have her on.
Dixon Dallas, I'm calling you out. You think your songs are country? I'm gonna show
I could probably have her mom on.
this dick.
Take him out for a view of the city. Let him bust his nut all over my titties. Run his hands up my thigh, man, he loves the way I'm on. Got that bleach blonde hair, a tight hold to tear. Smell of cheap Vaseline all over this chair. Man, tonight's gonna be a hell of a rodeo. When I let him stretch my hole.
When I let him stretch my hole. The chair smells like cheap Vaseline. Willie stroke him.
Well, take him out for a view of the city. Let him bust his nut all over my titties. Run his hands up my thigh, man, he loves the way I'm on.
There you go, Sima Sapien.
Got that bleach blonde hair, tight hold to tear. Smell of cheap Vaseline all over this chair. Man, tonight's gonna be a hell of a rodeo. When I let him stretch my hole.
When I let him stretch my hole. That's not bad. It's not bad. It sounds like every other country musician in the world, so might as well. It's a Luke Bryan special.
You gonna jump in there and try to have sex with that thing? I'm trying to take a video for my mom.
This one's short, but it's a good one. So they're spraying water, which causes a matinee to come to the surface. And when this matinee comes up, the guy's like, oh, you're going to jump in there and have sex with this? I'm trying to take a video for my mom.
You gonna jump in there and try to have sex with that thing? I'm trying to take a video for my mom.
That's pretty good. That's how us country boys relieve stress. Oh, just punching the dirt, apparently. He's getting after it. Looks like he's digging a hole, huh?
The fields for your life.
Speaking of country music, there is check this out. What's the guy's name? Damn it. I was trying to find Austin's account the other night. What is that guy's name? Tyler Childers. Tyler Childers came out with a new music video. And now all of his fans, here's one. Rip Tyler Childers music.
Tell y'all one thing. Won't be listening to no more Tyler Childers music.
Never.
Never. Talking about go watch his new music video.
Go watch his new music video. It's probably horrible. He probably stabs someone. He probably makes a shank and shivs somebody. Let's go watch it. You guys want to watch it? Now we'll probably have to watch it on mute because it'll be a huge copyright claim if they don't take it down. Tyler Childers, new music. I forget what it's called, but okay, it's called "In Your Love." I watched it earlier. Okay. Now the travesty that he commits. This is a love song about basically, the song's about basically trying your hardest the whole time, no matter what. You'll always be there. You'll always be there for that person, blah, blah, blah. But he happened to pick some love that doesn't really align with his fan base, I believe. Here we go. Let me mute it. Oh, we need to start it over too. All right, so the first thing we see is a farmer. He's farming. We're about to see. Okay, it's striped. I don't even see a blue field. It's actually plaid. Are they sitting on an American flag? No, they're on a plaid blanket. That's another thing that I get, Rob P. All these people watch lesbian porn. You can't tell me they don't. Every one of these guys that come out have watched or are actively watching. When they go to beat their dick, they're watching lesbian porn. Every one of them. I've seen so many goddamn lesbian scenes. If I had only porn to go by, I would guess that about 80% of the population's lesbians, and the other 20% are stepsisters. So no, they're not sitting on an American flag. That's just more fake outrage.
I can't tell.
So I've seen.
Done got off the dope and onto some meat. They're making a joke about his sobriety. I don't think he's the gay guy in the video, bro.
Jason Aldean says he's never seen so many people upset over.
Imagine driving 5 hours to hear Tyler Childers laugh, but he doesn't play a single song he's known for.
Okay, so
music video is absolutely disgusting. Why is that? I haven't seen it. Laugh out loud, not worth it. It's about two guys falling in love and making out in the music video. Tyler disappointing. He is finished. Nah, bro. Tyler Childers sucks.
My heart was never much on games, let alone the ones you play.
Okay. Anyways, they're outraged. The outrage machine's at work. Remember when The Rock used to be against cancel culture? Oh, we already watched that one. This one's just funny.
That's who we got.
It says, hey, bro, you should call KFC as Kevin Hart and tell them it's a feather and you're the chicken. This guy does a good Kevin Hart.
Call KFC as Kevin Hart and tell him it's a feather. And then, see, y'all gonna make me get out of bed for this one, bro. Let's go.
Oh my God, they got a 1-star rating. They may actually have a feather in the chicken.
I just don't think that my kid knowing that gay people exist is going to turn him gay. I just don't think that's a possibility. He knows dinosaurs exist. He hasn't turned into a dinosaur yet. You know what I mean? Like, he knows midgets exist. He hasn't been getting shorter.
Thanks for calling KFC.
Hey man, what's going on, guys? This is Kevin Hart. How are y'all?
That's a good impression.
Good. Mr. Hart, how are you doing?
I'll say that I've seen better days. Is that a manager in by chance?
Yeah, you're speaking to the manager. How can I help you?
Okay, cool. I'm dealing with a life or death situation right now, and I'm freaking out.
Okay.
So, I sent my assistant. Yes.
Yeah, you guys not remember fucking hair bands and how, I don't know if you'd call that metrosexual, but like wearing fucking leather and fucking vest and oiled up, and yeah, that's crazy.
I sent my assistant to get a bucket of chicken from you guys earlier today, and I told him to order a 2-piece leg and a thigh. That's not too much to ask for, Mr.
Mr. Chicken. He does a good
Can I get a
Kevin
2-piece? A leg and a thigh, right? That's not too much to ask for. Okay. Right. Okay, cool. So I go to take a bite of the chicken and notice the chicken wasn't all the way done. Now, I'm really big on texture. So when my lips hit it, something didn't feel right. I was like, okay, there's something wrong with this chicken. So I'm going to investigate this chicken. I go to turn the chicken over and I noticed that there was a feather on the chicken. Oh my God.
Okay. Well?
No. You're not listening. There was a feather on the chicken. Can you?
Okay. Well, I mean, we do serve real chicken, so sometimes the feathers don't get.
I don't know if people don't know this isn't true or what, but like, I ate a ton of wings. If you don't know, I'm always talking about Hooters wings. I ate a ton of fucking wings, and there are often feathers like down around like the bone part, not the part you eat. There are often feathers down around the bone part.
Removed all the way, but what you can do.
Oh my! What? That was sometimes the feathers don't get removed from the chicken. Y'all cook it like that? There's no way. The chicken saw me, seen me, see it, looking at me, taking a bite of the chicken, and then I'm in my head. I'm thinking the chicken is alive. Why is the chicken running around in my mind? I'm like, why are you moving, chicken? And then it dawned on me. The chicken just got up. It tried to fly out my mouth when I was eating it.
Well, you can look at it this way, Mr. Hart. You got our other special, a 2-piece thigh and a feather. The feather in the souvenir. You just put it in your cap. And
that's absolutely what kind of business are you running, man? What the hell?
I don't think this guy really calls the businesses. I think he's just calling his buddy or something. But because there's a bunch of videos where the person claps back in just a weird way that they shouldn't. But he does a good Kevin Hart impression.
What you got going on over there, dude? I don't think that y'all.
He does a bunch of different impressions.
Y'all, you can't.
Yeah, like if you get like a so at Hooters they have the mini drums. I think they call them drumlets, like the little drumsticks, and like down around the bone there'll be some, especially on the wings, the flappers. What they call them? They call them flappers and drums, I think. But anyways, on the wing part that you don't eat anything off, it's just like the little fucking arm, like the little triangle shaped one. There'll often be wings on that, or feathers on that.
Hey, real deal. Boom, bam, got him.
Let's see. He does some other impressions that are decent.
So we called Total Wine and More, pretending to be Jack Sparrow, and I just realized you didn't have Captain Jack Sparrow.
Yeah, but it's not, Yori, it's not the same if you're just using the blood for some type of ritual. I mean, we're cooking chickens. If you're just dripping the blood around your pentagram, that's whatever. That's not the same.
And then I'm gonna let that.
You don't have to pluck it as well.
We're gonna see if we can get Frank back on the phone because Frank was that guy. All right, so let me find out which one it was. Total one. All right, okay, yeah, that's right. Let's go, bro. Frank working. I'm finna be lit, bro. He better not be working. He better be working. I hope be working.
Thank you for calling Total Wine and More. This is Travis. How may I help you?
Hey, Travis, is Frank in by chance?
Yeah. Can I ask who's speaking?
Oh yeah, tell him it's just a friend of his named Jack.
Sure. Hang on 1 second while I go get him for you.
Okay, sure. Thank you. Take your time.
Dad, I don't think these people are acting professional. I don't think these are real. But he does a good impression, or at least the ones I've never seen him do Jack Sparrow.
Thank you for calling Total Wine and More. This is Frank. How can I help you?
Frankie, I got a job done. I got a job done.
I don't think that's very good.
This isn't the worst pirate I've ever heard of.
But you have heard of me.
Yes, sir, I have, Captain.
How you been, Frankie? We all missed you in an sensible manner type of way.
Yeah, I don't think Jack Sparrow's very good.
Frank called the Trump International Hotel as Donald Trump. This the one y'all been waiting on. This gonna be hilarious. Can you smell what the done is cooking? New York, I ain't messed with y'all yet. And it's that time. Are you ready for the done?
Jim's out of here?
Bro, I don't care about the answer machine, bro.
Where are you running, Jim? To the comment section?
Thank you for calling Trump International Towers. How can I help you?
Hello, how is business going today? How are we doing?
We're doing good. How are you doing?
I'm doing pretty well. Hey, listen, is there a manager around by chance? I need someone to check the computers for me.
I am the manager. Are you looking to book with us this evening?
Nope, not necessary.
Yeah, they don't. This sounds like his buddies, right? I am the manager. Are you looking to book with us this evening? It doesn't sound official at all. They never do. It sounds like his buddies, his age.
I own the whole place. Listen, I need you to check the documents and see if you need or see any loose files available. I need them erased and shredded ASAP. Rocky, you hear me?
I'm sorry. Are you looking to book with us today?
No.
Or tomorrow?
Clearly you don't listen. Who am I speaking with?
My name is Omar.
Not the greatest Trump, but it's better than I can do any impressions.
And what can I help you with again?
Oh,
ASAP Rocky, yeah.
Omar, like Kubar, like Harold and Kubar? Your name's Omar? I don't recall hiring you. Anyway, listen, I am President Donald Trump, okay? I need you to check the computer and do exactly what I say. There's nobody around you, right?
No.
Can I prank call? All right, so I was going to call UPS.
This one's funny. I think I've seen this one.
Let me hear his voice.
Folks, will you help me start my campaign off strong by donating today?
Folks, will you help me start my campaign off strong by donating today? It'll work. Let's go.
Yesterday was Atlanta. Let's call Wilmington, North Carolina on Orlando Drive. About to call and say I placed an order, but I can't remember if I placed an order.
Wait, this is about to be funny. I just learned.
Hello, thank Thank you for calling the UPS print store on Oleander. This is Kathy speaking. How can I help you?
I see. She even answers weird. Thank you for calling the UPS store on Oleander.
Kathy, hi. It's President Joe Biden. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Doing well. So we ordered a package, but the package was never delivered. Can you please try and get vaccinated to find the package?
Of course. Do you have the tracking number?
Do I have what now? I'm sorry.
You have the tracking number.
Joe Biden does constantly sound like he's whispering.
Yeah, the tracking device. Yeah, it's a tracking device. Yeah.
No, it's a tracking number. It's like 16 digits.
Oh, yeah, that. Yeah, it's millions of Americans have received the vaccination, and that's what's helping with tracking numbers at the moment. That's how we're able to track America.
Oleander is poisonous.
Are you lost?
No, you've been found. You've been found by President.
And I don't think most people would laugh along with him. Most people would fucking hang up on him for wasting their day. I bet you their job probably fucking sucks. Ben Shapiro response. He responds to this guy's video I watched earlier. I might have to go to the I might have to go to my watch history. Hold on just a second. Let me check out my watch history. There's actually a video I should show you guys. It was pretty funny. And then we'll probably wrap up. It's after 1 a.m. I can't believe it. Settings. Can I check watch history on here? Maybe I can't. Blog data, push notifications. I can't hear, I don't think. Okay. Let's do this. Let's go. Usually I go to view profile. Then I go to settings. Yeah, I can't do it here. Let me grab it off my phone right quick. Then I'll text it to myself. There's one more video that was pretty funny. Or at least I thought it was funny. Ben Shapiro responded to it, and the guy was calling him out for not giving him credit for it. Ben Shapiro always reacts to crazy TikTok videos and then never gives anybody credit. And he like plays this whole guy's video, and he's like, "That's true. That's true." Watch history. There it is. I need to share both these, so let me do copy link. And then I'll share the link to myself. Sorry. Give me just a second. Here it is.
I literally cannot believe the American populace elected such a...
So this says, watching U.S. President speak 2016 to 2020.
I literally cannot believe the American populace elected such a moron. The rest of the world is looking at us and they are laughing right now.
Stabilize braces. Put a pistol on a brace, it turns into a gun. Makes it more...
So, are we just gonna...
It shows Donald, and then you can hear Joe Biden say, and it makes it more dangerous. You put a pistol on a brace and it makes it a gun.
Stabilize braces. Put a pistol on a brace, it turns into a gun. Makes it more...
So, are we just Okay, gonna... I do not want to hear your right-wing conspiracies right now. It's kind of what I figured.
It's so true. It's so true.
It's so true. It's so true. So all he does is respond. The guy called him out for it, but the actual video is funny. Oh, it's this guy. I guess we can watch his video. The guy's name is King Trouts. Let me see if I can actually... Here it is.
Here's the actual video.
I literally cannot believe the American populace elected such a moron. The rest of the world is looking at us and they are laughing right now.
Stabilize braces. Put a pistol on a brace, it turns into a gun. Makes it more.
So, are we just
Okay, I do not want to hear your right-wing conspiracies right now.
That's kind of what I figured.
That's pretty good. Yeah, I mean, I guess he meant right. I don't know. None of the shit he says makes sense half the time, but it's part of it. He's the president, I guess. But yeah, I guess he was trying to say. He says you put the pistol, or you put the pistol on the brace, and it makes it a gun. He also said, I remember when I was a boy, and they'd trucks pull up in Philadelphia, and they'd have AR-15s and AKs, and they just give them out to the whole neighborhood. I think what happened is he watched American Gangster, and the gangster from the start of the movie, Bumpy, would bring out Christmas turkeys and give away turkeys. I think that's what he meant, but it didn't work very well.
Literally cannot believe the American populace elected such a moron. The rest of the world is looking at us and they are laughing right now.
It's a funny video. Good comparison. By the way, the entire comment section missed the point of the video. They're like, "Oh, I bet you are." Good comparison. Yeah, you stupid liberal. Fuck Joe Biden. He's an idiot. Yeah, that's what this guy's saying. Like you agree, but they
Put a pistol on a brace,
nuance and satire go above a lot of Trump supporters rather often.
turns into a gun. Makes it more.
Trust me, I've tried it.
Are we just
Okay, I do not want to hear your right-wing conspiracies right now.
That's kind of what I figured.
Using this. A lot of people
Yeah. Jesus Christ. The comment section did not get it. Did not get it. Anyways, guys, thank you for joining us. Thank you for the donations and the support. Thanks for hanging out with me. We went a little longer, but I started a little bit late, so I appreciate you guys hanging out.
Get the dude wives.
Oh my God, what is going on?
Call me Fat Boy one more time.
This one. Thank you for hanging out with me. Sorry I haven't been around as much lately. I do have some Patreon stuff to make up, and I have some stuff to catch back up on. But once this, yeah, I'm getting some mushrooms. I feel like I need to have a meeting with God, see what he's got going on. I feel like all the people call me out. Somebody just called me out the other day. He said I didn't listen to God. So I feel like they're getting to me. I feel like I'm gonna have a face-to-face with him and see if he's as bothered by these fucking douchebags as I am on Facebook. I bet you God hates Facebook. Anyways, I do plan on, I did order some mushrooms. So we'll see when they get here. I'm obviously not going to stream it or nothing, but I am going to have a meeting, at least a meeting. I'll leave you with this. You ready? This is a comment that made me stop and think about my place in society. Dude, is that all you do is make fun of people and belittle people? There's no punctuation in this, by the way. Is this is that all you do is make fun of people and belittle people that are patriotic and doing all that they can to help the country? I can't believe anybody pays you anything or donates anything when all you do is run your lips and cut people down here. Really a disgrace to America. You must be deep state funded because all I see you do is belittle white hat supporters and patriots and people who are trying to support America and stand up and advocate and fight for freedom, for true freedom, and who are advocating against tyrannical government, Nazi ideals, people who are trying to actually make America free or advocate for a true liberation of Americans, and you're making fun of them and belittling them and laughing at them. It's a joke. You are like they're doing something funny or stupid or ignorant. How about making fun of the deep state and the people that are destroying America and the current president and his cabinet and his acts of treason and destroying America and giving billions and billions and billions of dollars and billions and billions and billions in cash and billions and billions and billions of dollars in weapons and military gear to enemies all around the world has started when he pulled out of Afghanistan and left $86 million worth of our best ammunitions and Apache helicopters and military gear, weapons, armored vehicles. And then he starts shipping out millions and millions and millions of dollars of ammunition and artillery gear and tanks and planes for Ukraine and handing them over billions and billions of cash, billions of dollars of our cash. and are making fun of patriots who are against the type of thing. It really shows your mentality. You've got nothing better to do than to fuck with people who are trying to dedicate their life to actually changing America, calling out our government, and making a difference, actually trying to make us free Americans, and people that are against government funding all of our enemies and arming all of our enemies of the world one by one. You belittle on them, and you must definitely be deep state funded. You must be black hat psyop, little pussy, Antifa funded. Little bitch, aren't you? And anybody who watches your show or supports your shit thinks it's cute or funny or interesting or ignorant little Nazi want to be bitches and traitors. You're a traitor, dude. So you're trying to tell people that because Trump voiced his opinion about how big of a traitor that bird doll or whatever, that army guy that defected, you're trying to say that Trump talking about how disgraceful he was and how they should throw the book at him, and it's the reason why the federal judge vacated his case, and that's Trump's fault in your eyes. Laugh out loud. You are an idiot. Trump was right. The guy, a traitor. That's treason. He should have been brought back to America and hung at Guantanamo Bay, or shot, executed by Marine Corps firing squad, and abandoning his post and joining the enemy. He should have been executed for treason, and you're trying to say that Trump did something wrong to affect his case to where the judge let him off, and that you think they're going to upgrade his disarm of discharge. Laugh out loud. You are dumb shit. Just because the federal judge did a treasonous act by vacating the pardon in this case, and should be executed too. Trump had nothing to do with the federal judge not doing his job. Only idiots and dumb shits would believe that Trump's voicing of his opinions was reason enough for the federal judge to cut this guy loose and not do his job. So you're blaming that on Trump. You should be blaming it on the federal judge, who's a traitor and didn't do his job. Doesn't matter what Trump said. Trump was telling the truth, and who are you to say that the president shouldn't be biasing his opinion and saying stuff like the bullshit? Dude, the president is the man who should be saying that stuff, who says who should be saying that stuff, who says the president has to not have an opinion or does not have a voice to the public on what the laws and the outcome should be, and the treasonous, deserter, dishonorable service member case should be. Whatever Trump said should have had no outcome or effect on the outcome of the judge's decision at all. And the fact that you think it does, if it did have an effect on them, then the judge should be hung for treason. Also, because there's a standard, strict set of rules of how you feel. There's a standard, strict set of rules on how you deal with traitors and treasonous acts in the military. So I bet the judge is 6 foot under. Just because Trump voiced his opinion on what should happen doesn't give a judge the right to do his job. That's pretty childish and Bush League type of activity, and any judge who pardons a traitor like that should expect to be executed for treason himself. You're just a dumb jackass, man. I can't even watch you no more. And all those comments that are flipping up on the right side of your screen, we know that you're inventing all those. That's more deep state supporters. That's all fake bullshit. You're a black hat psyop, black hat funded fake news media jackass. Enjoy your miserable, meaningless little life, jackass. Some of us promote America and stand behind patriots who are trying to bring a real freedom, and stand behind the Constitution, and don't belittle people who are standing up for it, especially when your little pussy ass ain't doing nothing to stand up for it. You're on the side of the Nazis who are trying to abolish it, and they're for freedom in America and the Constitution, and you're against it, dickweed. So there you go. I hope that touched you the way it touched me in my no-no square. Thank you guys for joining us. I'm hopping off here. We'll see you on the next one. That's all a Facebook comment from last night's video if you want to check it out. We'll see you on the next one. Don't do anything I wouldn't do. Sorry I haven't been around as much. I'm trying to get back here. And I try to check my phone more often through the day for sure, to keep up with what y'all got going on. Thank you. I appreciate it. We'll see you on the next one. Have a good night. Love you. See you. Bye.
But I can tell you this about if this douchebag happens to see this particular show, you don't have the forking balls to call out the people.
That was actually both of his comments together. I read them together, but there was just 2 comments total from all of that.
Forking balls. You don't have the balls.
Well, the one was the first one was obviously when I started reading, and the second one was when he started about Trump. By the way, I didn't say the judge that vacated his position was influenced by Trump. The judge that originally gave the decision, the military judge, was applying for a federal position that would have to be appointed by Trump. And Trump was very, very, very vocal about how he felt about Bergdahl. So the argument is that he felt that he would have to give a negative judgment to be eligible for the job that he was trying to get at the time, and he didn't reveal that to the defense attorneys. That's why it was vacated. The guy thinks that it was just vacated because Trump said, he thinks that I'm saying, you know, Trump talked shit about this guy, so this other judge was like, fuck Trump, I'm gonna let him go. That's not how it works. But there is a potential that if you are trying to, like, say you knew the business down the road, the guy was like super, 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 super anti-LGBT. And there's a potential that you might go in there and pretend like you are too. Like, I hate them so-and-sos over there. Get it? That's what the argument was. Was that true? I have no idea. But that's why it was vacated. The guy wrote like an 86-page fucking summary of why he vacated the sentence. I haven't read it yet. Just the highlights.
Open his closet, I found some of his meat rockets. I strapped him to my shoes.
But that doesn't change the way I feel about you, chat. You're the sexiest chat in all the land. Everybody except for Itsuko. She called me a dickweed.
This is gonna be it. Whoa, wait. Stop. What? I'll get my files. Wait, what are you doing? Stop. Fucking stop. Dude, come on. Seriously. My mom's an alcoholic. Oh, give me oh my God. Damn it.
I'm not into those Asians anyways. Always building our electronics and firing up cheap counterfeit marketplaces like Temu and Alibaba. I get what you're trying to do there.
You know that stage is set. You better buckle up, cause you ain't seen none yet. Round 3.
Pancakes!
Got him backed up on the ropes, trying to ram it down his throat.
That felt good.
Getting rocking, he was doing.
Don't tell me. We got a real Asian Andy in the chat now, huh?
No damn.
I gotcha.
Working copy on Cox came first, 9th inning, second string, and they acting like they know. Hit his ass on stolen.
I remember the PlayStation 2 at Tsuko.
It's on my conscience. It's hard as. Who the fuck is in my way?
And the frames on Toyota pickup trucks. You've slotted me for your last time. Jacuzzi.
Believing in reason for no meaning is bullshit. Will Bird motherfuckers out here busting the grifts. Here we go, I think.
When I talk to God, I'm gonna ask him about Asian people. I think I'm gonna trip shrooms, and then I'm gonna immediately, as soon as I come back down, I'm gonna make a TikTok video about my experience, or at least a video and record it. And I might include that in TikTok, like
have those guts.
what I call it, documenting it.
You're a pussy wearing aviator glasses.
Last time I did it, it's been years ago, but I didn't.
Your dime store.
I felt like I learned some stuff, and I still remember part of it, but I didn't document it well enough. I either need to write it down or take a video immediately. I do not love your corn. Your corn is the worst corn because all the sexy little giblet bits are blurred out. If I wanted to watch blurred corn, I would just go in the fucking, like softcore section. I want hardcore giblets and giblet gravy all over the screen. Shrooms don't make you paranoid. I usually have really good shroom trips. I'll never do acid again. Pot makes me very paranoid. It's not kinky or blurred. I want to see what you're working with. I want to sit here and beat my dick to a smudge, okay? If I wanted to do that, I would masturbate to the little floaty things in my eyeballs when my blood pressure's too high, okay? heart disease is funny. See you guys.